So the House of Muses, which is the pavilion as part of this London Festival of Architecture, is called this because it is literally a classical Greek definition of a museum. It's a place where the muses reside, the house, the place of muses.
We were keen to do something that actually allowed the public to engage with the process that the Museum of London are currently going through in terms of their future visioning. We worked together to curate a competition. We ran an open call for architects, which around 70 people applied for, which was a huge number of interest. A jury, amazing jury, helped us decide on the winner, which was Gripper. And we're really excited that it got realised and that it's here today.
It was a nice surprise. I mean, we weren't expecting it. We decided to go for the best possible idea, which we thought was most appropriate for the site. And then when we won it and we got the feedback that we did, we were very happy that this idea of trying to make an object which is about gathering stories so people can somehow contribute their stories within. Also, it contributes to the story of the area. You can sit there, you can chat, you can meet people by chance. Maybe some romantic moments happen once there, who knows. And this whole thing about making a place through a place where stories can happen.
So the purpose of the pavilion is to enable the public to literally leave their own comments, to write their own messages and say, this is what a museum for the 21st century should look like, should be about, what values it should represent.
I think it's really, really beautiful.
I like the different textures. I like the smoothness of the outside combined with the more sort of raw inside.
The site is so architecturally interesting anyway, and it's quite nice to promote those ideas and looking at the future of the museum.
Well, we looked around the area. I mean, the Barbican area, including the museum, is full of these large megastructures from the 60s, 70s, but also from the last couple of decades. But interspersed, intermingled, or dotted around these are historic fragments. The Roman wall. There's a couple of houses from a few hundred years ago inside there. There's a church, a school, and just around the corner there's a leftover tower from a St. Christopher Wren church.
The idea is that it's a kind of forgotten pier of St Albans Church that stood in the city.
So imagine a building that has historical connections but never really existed. So it's stretching the imagination.
Well, I find it very funny. I mean, it looks very out of place kind of there, like it's just been plunked there. And you come along and you're expecting this grand museum, and then you see two heads, poking up out of the structure. I have been up there, yeah. It's very high.